Hey John, Fix Fence LLC. It's been a while since I've been on a video, and I appreciate you guys taking a ride with me and going through all this pain and adversity that I've been going through. My goodness, my knees are like bone on bone, so it's been hard for me to get around. I've been feeling sorry for myself. No excuse, but I do have a video for you guys today. It's been weighing on me a lot just to get out here and do these videos. Just because my knees are screwed up don't mean that my mouth can't work, right? And that's what it's doing. Anyway, let's get into it. I picked up some chain link hinges and latches, and I want to do a little video here for you guys. So without further ado, let's start with some hinges, okay? Start with some chain link hinges. Here's a post hinge, a male, female, frame hinge, okay? This is a 1 3/8, and this is a 2 3/8, okay? So like I said, the male and the female, you know, the male's got the, and the female's got the, It's a male and a female, okay? 1 3/8, they have 1 3/8, they have a 1 5/8, they got the 2 3/8, or the 1 7/8, post hinge, frame hinge, chain link, okay? That's a hinge. Now, we got a better hinge here for what's called a bulldog hinge. Now, these one here are probably old as me, but take a couple of bolts to put in there, obviously 2 3/8, probably a post, and then 1 5/8 frame for that collar. Now they have a more updated hinge with the bulldog hinges like this. I don't know if I showed you in another video or not, but this is a universal collar, okay? So you take these nuts and bolts out, right? And you can switch this collar around for either a 1 5/8 or a 1 7/8. And then of course this is for a 2 7/8 post. They have 2 3/8, 4-inch posts and stuff like that. This is what's called a butt plug. I call it a bull pull butt plug, okay? Because some of those gates you get, right, they're cut off at the bottom, right? And you don't want to put the thing up at top, right? Have it just all the weight off at the top, because it'll probably wear out. So I put this in there, right? And then the bottom of the gate is right here, and it's not rubbing on the hinge, okay? So it might be important for some people, but I don't know. Some people really don't. But this is what I do, professional, okay? So, and now with that being said, oh, for like a double gate or something, or even a single gate, they have these gate stops like that. This is what's called a duck bail, because it looks like a duck. But this is what's called a gate stop. You get your post in the ground, right? And you set that near the ground, and then the gate's supposed to come over here, right? And stop. All right, then you can take your foot, lift that up, right, boom, and then shut the gate. That's what's called a duck bail gate stop. I don't know in your part of the town what you guys call them, but that's what that is. And then now we got latches here. This is what's called for a double gate or a slide gate or something like that. It's what's called a Rolo latch, okay? This you just put that, it'll slide right up and down on the 1 5/8, okay? And then you got this, another female and a male, bam, and you take the brace bands and you put them on your terminal post, right? And you'll tighten those up, and this will slide up and down on your gate frame, okay? A Rolo latch. I don't know, like I said, I don't know in your part of the town what you call them, but that's what we call them here in Portland, Oregon, Rolo latches. And here's another one, probably since before I was born or something like that. It's even got a patent pending manufacturer number on there. I took it off a gate, but anyway, so yeah, Rolo latch. Oh, it's same thing, same design, but this one's got, you know, it shows you it's got a lock on there still. 2587, a Panda lock. Wow. Anyway, so pretty cool. I don't have a key for it. I don't know. Anyway, so again, Rolo latches for gates, slide gates like that. And now these big, well, let's start out with the pressed steel ones. These probably like the pressed steel ones. I don't know if you get them there or not, but got a couple of nuts and bolts in there that goes around in 1 3/8 frame or 1 5/8, 2 3/8 post. You can probably spread it to 1 7. And then pressed steel. Here's another little pressed steel like that. Same type of concept. You know, you can put your locking mechanism in there. And then this is for the big malleable ones. Okay, I got another one here. This is a 2 3/8 by 1 3. This is the 4-inch. These are for the big posts, you know, probably cell towers or whatever you do with. Yeah, there you go. Those are the latching mechanisms for a chain link gate. Now, I've been thinking about doing some other videos, and since my mouth works better than my legs, but I've been seeing some of these unique fences out there, and there's this one fence. I drive by 92nd and Division all the time, and they used to have these arborvitaes, and they cut them up one time, and then I drove by next thing you know, they used arborvitae stumps as posts for a solid wood fence. Man, it looks really cool. So I was thinking about talking to the owner there, or whoever, and see if I can get some video and maybe some commentary on them or something for a video. But anyway, all right. Anyway, there you go. That's oh, another one. I was about thinking about maybe fences with damages. I run into a lot of people running into these ones. Anyway, John at Fix a Fence. It's been a while since I've been on here. I thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel now, please, hit that like button and subscribe. That's what helped this little fence channel grow. And so anyway, with that, hey guys, thanks for being a part of it. Fix a Fence LLC. John here, out.